Do you feel the vibes?
What is up guys, this is Smartphone Fanatic, and should you buy the iPhone 8 or 8 Plus? The iPhone 8 was released in September of 2017, and the Plus model with the most RAM and storage costs over $1,000. That's the same price for the base model of the iPhone 10. That is just plain out ridiculous. Let's dive into the specs of this phone and see what gives the iPhone 8 its pretty price tag. The display is a 16:9 aspect ratio with an IPS LCD display and a screen size of 5.5 inches or 4.7 inches with a resolution of 1920 by 1080 covered in Apple's Ion strengthened glass. By 2017 standards, luxury phones should have a 2K display at least, and I agree with this 100%. Having a 1080p panel is not bad, so to say, but Apple should have really stepped up their game. And yeah, I know the iPhone 10 has a 2K panel, but come on now. This is the iPhone 8, not the 5, not the 6, not the 7, the 8. I guess what you could say is a plus is that this 2017 Apple phone comes with IP67 water and dust resistance, which really should be IP68 like LG and Samsung has done, but I'm just being picky now. This phone was released with iOS 11, but is upgradable to iOS 11.2.5, and has the Apple A11 Bionic chip that puts its gaming capabilities far above phones like the HTC U11 or the Google Pixel. The iPhone 8 is rocking a hexa-core processor, making it a phone that can handle heavy or graphic demanding tasks. As we know, with all newer Apple phones, there is no headphone jack or any way of expandable storage. But this phone does come with 64 or 256 gigabytes of storage, which should be plenty of storage for the average user. Enough about the negatives of this phone. Let's move on to something a little bit better, which is the cameras. Both phones have a 12 megapixel camera with an f1.8 aperture with optical image stabilization, but however, the Plus model has another lens that is a telephoto lens that also allows for portrait shots and 2x optical zoom, meaning you can zoom in while taking a picture and not lose as much quality as when zooming in with a standard single lens. The iPhone 8 can record in 4K in 24, 30, and 60 frames per second, outperforming the Samsung Galaxy S8 and LG G6. This phone can also record in 1080p in 30, 60, 120, and 240 frames per second, meaning you can record slow motion activities in 1080p at 240 frames per second. That beats LG and Samsung once again. The front-facing camera is a 7 megapixel shooter with an f2.2 aperture capable of recording in 1080p as well as 720p, and has face recognition, like meaning when you're taking a picture, it can recognize your face or an object that is in front of the camera to focus on that subject. Here are a few shots taken with the rear cameras of the iPhone 8. A few more appealing properties the iPhone 8 has is a fingerprint sensor, which has been taken away on the iPhone 10, fast charging capabilities with Apple's claim saying you'll get a 50% charge in 30 minutes, and wireless charging. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is the iPhone 8's battery size. This phone has a 2691 mAh battery for the Plus model, which is way below the standards of 2017, but being used with the A11 Bionic chip means this low size battery will give you the same battery life as phones with 3,500 milliamp batteries. Now that's amazing. So this sacrifice is livable, and with fast charging and wireless charging, it makes the sacrifice even a little bit more livable. The iPhone 8 comes in gold, space gray, and silver. So should you buy this phone? We're talking about the iPhone 8 that keeps the same design as the iPhone 6, iPhone 7, and iPhone 8, but the only major difference is that the back of this phone is now made out of glass. So honestly, no, because you can get the iPhone 10 that has better speakers, a better display, and better cameras. Now don't get me wrong, the iPhone 8 is a worthy phone, but if you have the extra cash, I would lean towards the iPhone 10. It just, has everything that the iPhone 8 has, just refined and made better. Well, that about wraps up this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment what phone you want to see me put on this channel next. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.